Hello, everybody. Please, like I said, I've got such a mess in the background. Um, but I am here. Oh my God, and I got something on my teeth. So y'all won't have to look at my face long, I promise, because I will have Randall on here. Um, I was trying to look for something and I got a whole bunch of mess back there. So yeah, I just started throwing boxes, I was like, nope, this doesn't have what I want. Now I got to go back and clean it up. I don't know if anybody's ever done that before. Looking for something and you just kind of like toss and turn and save the mess for later. So now the mess is going to happen after I've got to clean it now after the live. Now that I found what I was looking for, I was searching for my extra drills that I needed. So anyway, I wanted to say hello to everybody real quick. I have to get it on my computer because my phone, I can't see it on my phone. And so I want to be able to say hello to everybody. What is my computer? I'm telling you, y'all, technology does not like me today. I don't know what it is. I was having technical difficulties getting on here and getting on there with Randall. I've got Randall, he's backstage. And I'm like, what is happening right now? Every time my phone does an update, every time it does an update, it just, I don't know, it messes me up every time. There's something that's always happening that it just says, oh, we got you an update. We want to mess you up. All right, so I want to go to the top and say hello to everybody. So Lee, as always, is super sweet, and he sent us out our takes out the trash, recycles, puts out a variety of finger foods and snacks, places soft drinks and various waters on the table, puts out some white dark and milk chocolate fountains, pretzels, marshmallows, and fruits for everyone. Welcome to Mystery of Diamonds. Help yourself. Come on in, grab a snack, and hit that like button on the way to your seat. And he adds chocolate chip cookies for the drivelings. Thank you so much, Lee, for always doing that. Hello, Joe and Christine and Liz. I'm so excited you're here. Linda and Judy, Sherry, Lauren, Cindy, Carol, Cheryl, Bernice. Oh, you're from Western New York. Oh, I want to go to New York so bad. I can't stand it. I want to go one day. I don't know when I'll get to go, but one of these days I will. So glad you've had a lot of fun. Good. I'm glad. Hello, Subel. Hello, Aaron. Shells. Hello, Robin. Hello, Alyssa. Thank you for being here. Hello, Leah, Linda, Marion. Hello, Tammy girl. Hello, Sarah. Diamond Dumpling. Hello. Happy Little Drills. Hello. Hello, Risa, Peggy, Jones, Susan. Oh, Tiffany, how are you? Hello, Jen. Robin Smith, Laugh with Natty. Hello, girl, beautiful. Marion, you do the same thing when you're looking for something? Yeah, but now I made myself a big old mess, and I'm gonna have so much fun cleaning it up. Not, but I mean, not fun. I'm gonna clean it up. It's just I'm not gonna have fun doing it. Hello, Brenda. Hello, Angela. Hello, Vanessa, Deborah, Dawn, Sherilyn. Hello, my bestie. Donna from Jax, Florida. Hey, look, another Florida in the house. I'm Florida. Hello, Christine, Annie, Cindy, Sean Paints Sparkly Stuff, Turtle Joy, Pamela, Diane, Gritchville, and Michelle. Okay, I got to the end of it. Like I said, I know y'all do not come for me, but I do want to say this real quick before I bring on Randall. Okay, so I went through your start and your progress posts. Please, guys, I am begging you, only put one progress post in the thread for each craft. So if you're doing a coloring, I just need the one coloring page finished. If you're doing a diamond painting, I need just one picture of your progress. That's why it stays open all week, is so, which it always surprises me how people just automatically put in a picture. Like I just put it up on today. Today's Monday, and and so many people have already put in pictures. And I know you're going to have more progress through the week because you've got until Saturday to post. So I mean, I understand if you're scared you're going to forget or whatever, but the big thing is that when I go through, every time that you have posted more than once your progress, you don't get counted. You're not getting counted again. And so it takes up more of my time to have to go through and cancel out people that have already posted their stuff. So please, I'm begging you, just please be careful of that. Hello, Texas Laura. I know, right? I always love seeing what we're going to learn. Liz, you make a big mess when you're looking for something too. Yes, so do I. Hello, John, Leona. You are not late, Liz. You can still enter. We're only into week 2. Just make sure that I have a start thread. You can put your start picture in because that stays open for the whole event. And then you just post your progress in week 2 for this week. So, hello, Wendy. You post right away, but you need to make progress. I totally get it. Okay. Now, for the man of the hour. So I am going to bring on Randall. We're going to switchy our pictures because y'all aren't going to have to worry about looking at this mess or me because we want to see Randall. That's the whole reason we are here. Oh, and that's the wrong thing. Hello, Randall.
Hello, everybody. Week 2. It's amazing how quick it's going already. So I am, as you know from last week, I'm working on a piece. It's about first responders. And so I've gotten it drawn out. I show you I did quite a bit of work on it this week.
Oh my gosh, look at them.
This is where it's going. So I have questions for people about colors and various things. So I am looking forward to getting some input from everyone on what I might do here. And what I forgot to mention last week was the grand prize for this event is going to be another little original piece. I do that every time, and I forgot to mention it last week. And I do want to say before I forget, hello, Leslie, and hello, Emily. Leslie
Hello,
works for
Leslie
me
and Emily.
and keeps me organized and all of that good stuff. So, as usual, I got to show you the stuff, the fun stuff I show at the beginning of each time. This is one of the clocks that can be ordered on my website through, I believe it's Redbubble. Is that the right one? There's a variety.
Yeah, I think that's Redbubble.
Yes, it is. I know we talked about another one at one point, but it's really cool. And there's a whole variety of images you can put on these clocks. And it's a very lightweight piece, but this with the light wood, this is actually bent wood is what this trim is. So it's a fun piece. And then, as usual, I'll just fly through them real quick. And thank you for all the people last week that saw the books and ordered books this week and some prints too. So thank you everyone for doing that. And those first 2 are coloring books. The small one, counting book. D is for draglings, ABC book. A lot of my artwork is in there. I mean, in fact, the whole thing is my artwork, but a lot of pieces that are already produced as diamond paintings are in all of these books also. And they're great for kids. I mean, little kids, and the coloring books are great for little kids and big kids because some of the pieces are very detailed, like my artwork. So they're fun to work on. And as far as coloring books, I'm a ways off from coloring book number 3, but I am working on coloring book number 3. So at some point, it'll be out.
So that is exciting. And can I just say how special it is that when you are doing these events and you're working on your pieces, that you allow us to give you some input and suggestions, because you always make us feel like we're a part of the process. And that just means a lot.
Well, I can look up things. In fact, behind my panels behind me here, there's a bookshelf with reference books that I have collected over the last, I don't know, 40 years or more. And with the internet, you just don't need them anymore. You just look up pretty much anything. But some of the things I'm going to be asking about on this piece is the jackets they're wearing. I know firefighters, you've got these reflective yellow stripes, and I have seen maybe two or three different options on the main color. A lot of them are kind of black or darkish gray, is what I'm thinking. And then the paramedic, I'm putting him so far. I'm doing a white coat because to me, in my mind, I think of the white coats in the hospital and such. I
Mhm.
don't know if they're on a accident scene, if that's what they're wearing. They might be wearing something a little more like the firefighter. But, in this case, a white coat kind of provides a nice contrast with what I do here. So, any ideas, or someone that is a paramedic or has a paramedic in the family could probably tell me specifically what color coats. And then the police, of course, I put a traditional old fashioned police hat on him. That's just kind of my memories. I'm sure when they go on a call, they do not put on a cap like that. But to me, it says police officer. But I have no idea what color of jacket they wear. I really don't know. So those kind of things would be really helpful if someone could give me some ideas. And their helmets also. Are they colored? Are they red? Are they what? I'm not sure. So I'd love some ideas on those things.
Lauren says, she says, I like the idea of old fashioned outfits, sort of makes them timeless. Now, I know from when I used to work for an ambulance company, um, each one kind of has their own, like, but most of the time they are like blue. Um, but I can see, easily being able to have the doctor's coat because of the fact that, you're not just talking about EMTs, you're also talking
Right.
about like your nurses and doctors
Yes, that's
and
true. That's true. Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. Yes. And I do want them easily identifiable when you look at them and go, oh, there's the fireman, and oh, there's the paramedic, and oh, there's the police officer. And I want people to identify that pretty quickly when
right.
I look at the piece. So okay. So
Guys,
what I
y'all
need
gotta put in some y'all got like nobody's talking. What's up? We got 90 people here, but uh he was trying to get some advice from y'all. Like, okay, here we go. Michelle says scrubs for the paramedic dragon. They do wear scrubs.
okay. And
Sparkling Diamonds with Brittany and Robin says paramedics usually don't wear the coats. Paramedics usually some kind of T-shirt that's associated with the agency they work for, which is true. And
mm,
they usually have like um, brown or not brown. Oh my gosh, they usually have some sort of work pants, but I think like scrubs would be pretty. I know paramedics specifically don't
mhm.
wear them, but um,
Well,
like you said, if you're
something
doing
that
more
I've
than just
never
paramedics,
Something I've never really talked about or brought up. Usually my draglings don't even wear clothes. They have scales, they're like a dog and a cat, and they don't really need to wear clothes. So even these guys, they'll have jackets on that'll help identify them, but they don't wear pants either. So and
let's
and
see.
that the
Robin Smith says that she likes traditional for the firemen, the black coats with yellow or white reflective strips and a red fire helmet.
oh okay.
Turtle Joy says paramedics around here wear blue jumpsuits.
Oh
Uh,
okay.
White for EMT, blue for police, gray for firefighters with reflective stripes was another suggestion.
Okay, lots of good ideas. Um, One reason they don't wear pants is because of the shape of the lower part of their body too, and their leg shape. It just doesn't work. So anyway,
But
uh,
I do
okay.
agree. A scrub top. even if you have it up underneath the jacket, someone was saying that the longer the jacket, the more experience that they have. But if you put like a scrub top on up underneath that, the doctor's coat,
Mm-hmm.
I think that could kind of work.
Okay. Okay, that's a good idea too. Gosh, lots of good ideas here. All right, so I'm going to turn my camera around, and I will be starting to work on their coats. But as you can see with this piece, there's lots of other stuff all around them to work on. So to do this, I need to, first of all, every week I go through this. Like, how do I do this? Front
You
camera
got this, I believe.
and back camera. Okay, there's back camera. You can see junk piled on my end. I'm going to try to turn it sideways. There we go. Ooh. Okay. All right, I'll get this out in front of me here. I hope everyone can see that. If I am going off the edge, you'll see this paper underneath. I write all kinds of weird little things. These are lists of numbers that we have picked in past events. Make sure I don't double up and such.
Oh, so cool.
Anyway, okay. So what I'm going to do now is, let me think, where should I start with this? I was working on something just a moment ago. It takes just a little bit to get my bearings on this. So sometimes what I like to do on a piece is, as you know, it's watercolor and then colored pencil on top. But sometimes when I'm kind of wondering what to do, I take a colored pencil, say a white colored pencil here, to just kind of draw things in a little bit. I've really been noticing ambulances and fire trucks lately, the last couple of weeks. So I've seen them in a variety of colors. There's all kinds of things. Some have big stripes on them, all kinds of things. I was originally thinking of white for this vehicle here, the ambulance vehicle. And so I'm going to just gently or lightly draw in a little bit of white here so I get a feel for it. But then I've seen on quite a few, like the word ambulance is spelled backwards so people can see it in their rearview mirror and read it. There probably would be other things on it, like up here, if it was white, then maybe I would do some red stripes or something on it like that. So those kind of things kind of come as I work on a piece. So this week you can see, I think last week I was just starting to put in shading on their stomachs and things on the ridges. So I put in more shading here. And if I decide to put a scrub on, yes, I can actually cover up this area. Or a t-shirt, someone mentioned a t-shirt with a particular emblem on it or something, which I wouldn't see much of it in there, but I could put it on underneath the coat. And then I decided on move some stuff out of the way so I can slide this over a little more. Like stone pavers is what they're going to be standing on, kind of like a parking lot or a stone paved street or something like that.
It's kind of what I picture, like New York. I don't know why, but like I kind of picture New York having those kind of streets. They may not, but that's what I picture.
And one of the big reasons I like to choose something like that is because you have square blocks. You look straight down on them; they're square, but it creates depth in the artwork. When I can get my perspective going on these stone blocks, as you can see, how they're not exact lines, but they all kind of move off in the same direction and give you perspective and depth. And also the medical bag here is kind of in the foreground. The fire extinguisher, I'm sure they don't carry an old-fashioned fire extinguisher like that. I don't know, they might.
Well, but that kind of gives it a little bit of more creativity. Now, I do have a question. On your EMT medical person, do you have a stethoscope on them?
A what? You had a little
stethoscope?
Oh, yes, that's there will be. And
Oh,
that's
okay,
what this little
cool.
round thing is right here. This is the end of the stethoscope, and it's
Oh,
going to kind of work its way up there. But since I want to figure out the coat, and then I can put that in on top of it, is what I'll do. I'll leave a little circle there. But yes,
that makes sense. Yep.
yeah, yes. So um, anyway, and someone had suggested, I think, didn't someone suggest black for the police officer for the black jacket? I think.
I think someone suggested black and then someone suggested blue because I guess they call them, the boys in
Yes,
blue.
yes, yes, absolutely. Um, I the only well, I'm going to say the only reason I kind of like black, and I could be wrong about that. It could be black or blue. The hat is dark blue, so I need to get some pencils out here and start a little bit of drawing.
Well, Kara, you've got a policeman son now. What color is his uniform? Is it black? Is it blue? Because her son is just became a police officer.
Oh,
We got to go to his little, I guess they call it a pinning or something, where he gets his badge. It's so cool.
oh, cool. I am rearranging my camera just a bit so you can look down on what I'm doing rather than at such an angle. I think it's a little easier to see what I'm doing. It
Susan says
really
Arizona
takes,
wears black.
I'm so impressed with anyone that is a firefighter, policeman, or medic.
Oh
It
yeah.
really takes a special type of person to do something like that, to handle the emergency situations and the whole bit. It's just, I'm not that kind of person. It just would not be my thing. I think I would probably fall apart at the first emergency.
I know.
Stand there and scream, "What do I do? What do I do?" But so I really admire people that do that.
So we've had a couple of people that have given you. Let's see. I know that one says Arizona police wear black. Lee says
Okay.
that black or dark blue is usually police jacket.
Okay.
And Sherry, I do not believe. I think I can actually answer this one. You haven't had any that are military or in service that you've done at present, right?
Right. Right.
And this is a cute little suggestion. Michelle J says a patch with the Dragon Company or city could be fun, like on one,
Oh,
like the name of the city or whatever, and
yeah.
it'd be like
Yeah.
something dragon.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a clever idea. I did not think of that. That might be fun to put in. Maybe the name of the city or something above the word ambulance here, or it could be possibly under here.
Or
Uh,
you could even put it on the what is that, the
the-
cone thing, like
uh,
on the right part of the cone. You know how sometimes
oh
they
yeah,
have
yeah,
property of.
yeah, yeah. This is one of those orange and white barrels you see, along roadways when they're redirecting traffic or whatever. Even road work too, but still. Or a name here. That's a very good idea. I'll have to figure out what to put on and where to put it. See, that's what I really enjoy about doing this, so everyone can watch and I can get input from all kinds of input from people.
I've got last one for a few minutes. Someone said maybe add handcuffs sticking out of the policeman's pockets.
When you see them on the TV shows, a lot of time they'll have them hanging off their belt. That's a clever idea too. I could probably have handcuffs hanging off here. I kind of don't have a whole lot of room here, but I would probably stick them in there. But good idea. See, this is what this piece of paper.
Oh Lord, they're all throwing out Dragling PD, Omlandia PD, OPD,
Oh gosh.
OES, Omlandia Emergency Services.
Wow. Okay. Lots of good ideas. Lots and lots. Okay. I know earlier I was starting to work on this little fire extinguisher here. I know it seems sometimes like I just hardly get anything done, but that's how it all gets done. I just do a little bit at a time.
But the little things that you do make such a big impression. I mean, like even right now, like from here, if I wasn't knowing that you were drawing it, it already looks like there's a shine, like a metallic shine.
Well, that's kind of what I'm going for, and I'm doing it very slowly because it's kind of like I kind of know what I'm doing, but sometimes I really don't know what I'm doing. So I just do a little bit at a time and go, that works. I think I'm going the right direction with it. And if I feel like it's not working, then I stop and do something different. So I'm learning all the time.
Oh my gosh, here's another cute one for you. RSD for Rescue Squad Dragons, or it also stands for Randall Spangler Dragons.
Oh, well, that's clever too. That's clever too. Wow.
Lauren came up with that. That's so cute. Y'all have some cute ideas, guys.
And I want to say hello to Lauren. I don't think she was with us last week, but and Lauren is the writer of the D is for Dragling book.
That is awesome. She did such a good job with that.
Unless there's more than one Lauren out there, but I think it's the Lauren I'm thinking of.
Lauren Duncan is who.
Yes.
Yeah. So wait, so Lauren Duncan is the author?
Yes.
Lauren, you're talented. Oh, she says my internet backup. Yay. Oh, thanks.
So as I was mentioning to someone, I don't know, maybe I was talking to Leslie last week about chrome and silver objects with a reflection. A lot of times they're more about what is reflected in the metal, such as a bumper on a car, really shiny chrome bumpers. It's many times it's more about what is reflected in the bumper than just a big gray bumper. Right now I do as gray as a base coat, but if you were outside and there was a blue sky, then there would be reflected in there some let's throw a little blue in there, some blue sky going across there. And then if you were on if there was grass in front of them, then there'd probably be a little green there, but then it would all be kind of distorted depending on the shape of the bumper. If there's like a little bolt or something in the bumper or something like that, it caused the line to go through, things to be distorted. So something to notice when you're just out walking through a parking lot and you don't see a whole lot of chrome bumpers anymore, but you see a piece of chrome, a rear view, back of a rear view mirror or a side mirror. Just look at what's reflected in it. They're almost more like mirrors than they are just kind of a big gray metal thing.
That's pretty cool. I didn't even think about that.
Something that's what you kind of have to do to make it look realistic. And so I'm going to add a little bit of blue on this.
Sarah Ann says she's amazed that you can change items when you've already put color down.
Well, yes. And, in a case like this, if I decide to put a t-shirt in here or something underneath, I can actually cover that up. I would probably use more of an opaque paint. First of all, I might fill it in more solid with colored pencils, and then like an opaque, what would I say? Gouache is
gouache colors.
Opaque,
okay.
Or possibly a little bit of watered down acrylic. Acrylic goes over things pretty well. So I can do that. And then once it dries, I could go in and actually draw on top of that to add more detail and shading and stuff. So yeah, that's how I kind of cover things up.
That's just fascinating.
So one of the things, let's see, I was talking about here is this coat here. When I looked this one, I did look up online, and I sure saw a lot of them that had like dark gray or gray tones, which might be a nice contrast. If I did a dark blue on the policeman's jacket, I could do this more gray tones with the yellow reflective stripes here. So that's kind of what I'm pointing things with my brush. I hadn't even gotten it wet and got paint on it. In case you're wondering what I'm doing, I wasn't trying to paint there. I was just using it as a pointer. That's the way I choose a lot of colors and things I use is as I'm painting one color, I need to know what color is going to be next to it just to see what the contrast is going to be. Like if I did a black coat here and a black coat there and a black coat there, you'd have 3 black coats. And yes, you could do highlights and such to differentiate the 3, but it would be a little boring to have them all the same, and they would, from a distance, have a tendency to blend together.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask if, like, if you're not careful, you have to worry about it. I guess if you don't have those contrasting colors, like, can a picture become like kind of muddy looking?
It can, yeah, if you do everything about the same color and such, yes. So what I'm starting here with is just a very light gray watercolor, because I don't know how dark of a gray. I may not make it a super dark charcoal gray. I may make it a little lighter. And then it'll have highlights in it and such, because I really want it to stand out against the darker jacket over here.
Right.
Also, something else to consider is, which I sometimes follow, sometimes don't, is lighter colors. Like doing this jacket with more highlights and lighter will make it pop out more than the darker jacket over here.
Oh,
Now, then on the other side, though, we've got a white jacket. So that one is going to be real obvious. It's going to be a good contrast there. So, I think about these things at times. They come in useful. But then other times, I just kind of do what I want to do and make it work.
makes sense.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I would imagine that you have to, before just throwing, colors down, that you
Mhm.
pay attention to what's going around it.
Now, what I do like, I'm seeing here that I like the gray tone with this yellow reflective stripe. And the yellow stripe and all will be a lot bolder and brighter when I get finished. I always start everything with just a base color, and I build and I build and I build until the piece is all finished. And then I go back and probably add more to it just to make sure everything pops out the way I want it to pop.
Sarah says that's when you do scrubs, I've been to a hospital that had scrubs, that it was true that different departments have different color scrubs. So you kind of know, because I know when I worked at the hospital for a brief little bit, they made me wear a certain color scrub, and you couldn't come with any other color because each department had their own. So, like, if you were in the operating, or surgical team,
Mm-hmm.
I guess they wanted to make sure they didn't grab the wrong people from the wrong place.
Okay. I did not know that. That's interesting.
Nancy has a question. How do you remember where your light is for shading? Do you use a lamp or start with one area and reference that part?
Shading, such as like kind of what I'm doing now. Um, I am just kind of, I know that the jacket, if it's on this dragon, here are the sleeves and the arms. So the bottom side of the sleeve, a sleeve is basically a cylinder with an arm going through it. So the bottom side of that is going to be darker than the top side. The jacket's front, which is coming down behind the sleeve, it's more straight up and down. So it's going to be darker than the top edge of the sleeve, which is kind of held out away from the body, and light would be coming down and hitting the top edge of the sleeve a little more than it would be hitting the flat surface of the front of the jacket. I'm not sure if that's exactly what you were looking for, but here I'm going to put a collar on it. So I'm doing a little bit of darkening under the collar a bit there.
Uh-oh. You still there, Randall? Guys, I don't know if y'all can hear me. Did I pause? So I need to know from everybody, can y'all hear me? Is it just Randall, or is the whole thing paused? Okay, so y'all can hear me. Okay, so I wonder if Randall, he's frozen and I can't hear him. So um we lost Randall. I have no idea if he will realize, and if unfortunately, yeah, okay, so we lost. Yes, gosh, now you'll have to look at me. I wasn't anticipating y'all having to look at me. So hopefully he will realize that it froze, and he will come back. I apologize that y'all got to look at this crazy man. See, this is why I should have gotten all dolled up, so that just a little bit that y'all had to see me, y'all would not be so scared. So I did want to respond until he. I'm sure he will pop back in here, and as soon as he does, I promise, I will get him coming out here. But I wanted to kind of address some, because please understand that when he's on, I try not to hound him too much with too many questions or too many statements, because I don't want to overload him, because we want to be able to hear him talking. But I love the fact that, Yvonne, you said cookies falling out. That would be so funny. Okay. Now you don't have to listen to me. Let's bring Randall back.
Call me during this, because I have discovered when you do, it all disappears.
Yep.
And that
Yes,
was Lauren.
it does. Because we were like, Randall paused, and then I was like, can y'all? I didn't know if it was me or if it was just you.
No,
and then we found out
it was a phone. It's happened before where I've had a phone call. I mean, I get spam calls all the time too.
I was just
So
telling them
unfortunately,
someone.
a spam call just takes it away.
I happened to have missed this comment earlier, but this was so funny.
Here we go.
Yvonne said, how funny would it be if somewhere in the bags that you have or something, there's some cookies falling out because they've had their treats.
That's a good thought too. Where are the cookies? Where would they have cookies in here? Well, I may have to add cookies somewhere. I suppose, I guess I could put some cookies up here I wouldn't want to put them on the ground, but I could put them on the barrel, put a few cookies just laying there. That's a good thought. I did not think of putting cookies in a emergency response piece. But again, you can start to see how the fireman's jacket is starting to take shape. And I'm pretty happy with the color. It's going to be a darker gray and have a lot more shape and such to it. But I think the gray tone from the photos I have seen of firemen. So I'm going to jump over here to the police officer.
I got to say this because you guys are so sweet. The people that said that about me, because they had to see my face, Randall, while you were gone, because all of a sudden it just popped up and there I was. I was like, oh, hey. So you people are sweet. I really appreciate that. Thank y'all. And Crash with Crashly is here, y'all. For those that do not know, first off, I think Natalia is here too, and we did get another sponsor, Randall, who is also here, Sarah Ann. She is donating a set, and my brain can't. This it's like a bag that she makes with another little bag. Sarah Ann, I'm so sorry, my brain is just not braining. And she's got a whole little package thing for a grand prize. So I am extremely happy for that. And of course, we have.
Thank you for that.
Crashly is here, and Natalia is
there.
here. Let's see. A first aid kit full of cookies, Lauren suggests.
Oh.
It's their first aid kit.
It would be. Emergency cookie stash or something.
Break for emergency, sorry.
Yes, yeah.
For the draglings, they would be little.
Yes. Good ideas. The trick is fitting them into the artwork somewhere. That would be
There you go.
So here on the policeman, I'm kind of using a darker gray. It's kind of a dark bluish gray. As I've said many times, I don't take just pure black paint and just paint it on there. Because even a black jacket's going to have reflections and various things in it. It wouldn't be just solid black. So, but you can see how the darker color is starting to contrast with the little bit lighter gray of the fireman. So I got to make sure I keep the fireman jacket gray, but not nearly as dark as the policeman's jacket. So you have some variety here.
Yeah, because I think if you went with like that dark blue, because a lot of them do have, like Kara said, his is a dark blue.
Okay. My color, when I get this in a base color here, which is a little more grayish than blue, as I put the colored pencil on, I can use my dark blues, my indigo blue and such like that, and add the blue on top of this dark, and it'll give it all just kind of a bit of a bluish tint. Yes.
Crashly was telling us, she's telling us that hopefully everybody got an opportunity to see the event release papers because you did a little tweaking on it. So it says drawing with Spangler.
Yes.
And I love it. So he did some tweaks to it. So yes, if you guys have not stopped by, I want to say both Craspirations, I did forget to mention, guys, Craspirations has a 15% discount code during this event if you go and visit her site. And I forgot what it was. I think it. Natalie or Natalia, could you put in the chat what the discount code is? And Crashly also has a discount code. Crashly, if you that is for this event, Crashly, if you could put in your discount code, that would be okay. So Craspirations is draw 15 to get 15% off, and Crashly, if you would put your code so that y'all could go support these sponsors who have been so sweet to donate to and sponsor this event.
Yes, the piece that Crashly had put out with the two dragons looking at the computer screen that says Drawing with Spangler 2025, that was originally one of my computer catastrophe pieces. And they had a very disappointed look on their face. So I told her, I said, I can make the dragons happy. So I went in and changed their smiles and made them happy while they were looking at this. So
yay! So Crashly's code is Spangler10, but guys, do not use it on the Etsy site. That is only on their website. I know they have an Etsy store, but if you want to be able to get that discount, go to they have an actual website. And Alyssa is sweet enough to put both the links for Craspirations and Crafts with Crafted. That's a lot of C words.
it is. Tongue twisters. Yes. So as I'm working on this, it probably looks a little bit jumbled. I've got all these little bitty sections and little bitty spots and little bitty shading here and there. It's kind of like putting a little puzzle together to take all these spots and put them together. But again, I'm getting the base color in there. When I get my colored pencils in there and sharpen them up, I can really define what they're doing. Because like the policeman here, he actually has his arms crossed. This would be his right arm is coming up here with his hand, and his left arm is coming here and kind of behind the right arm. So he's standing there with his arms crossed. And so you can see a little bit of difference there. And again, this will be a bit of a bluer tone, kind of like the hat, when I get finished with it. So
It's just looking so cute. I mean, like, how could you look at them little faces? I can't stand it. This one is going to be a really popular piece. I will tell you right now, this one is definitely going to be. Oh, Eileen loves Rupert.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So this one is definitely going to be popular for sure.
Well, it's kind of fun to have them doing something totally different because, so many of my pieces are the dragons with books and cookies and, and they love stuffed animals and all that kind of warm and fuzzy and cozy stuff. So it's kind of fun to get them wearing a little bit of clothes and out doing some other things. This is a real refreshing piece for me to do.
We definitely love seeing them like getting to do stuff because it just kind of it brings to mind just their personalities and their I don't know, just getting them out there more. I just love it.
So I'm actually adding a little bit of white. It's got a little tiny bit of blue in it, which gives it a little bit of shading here. Because I still like the white top jacket, the medical coat, and one big reason is the way it contrasts with the other jackets they're wearing. But I'm thinking I'm probably going to put something underneath. I'm not sure what color of an item to put under there, and obviously if there's an emblem or symbol on it, there's not going to be much showing of it. And I do not, one thing I have not done is had his other arm coming in here.
Well, while you're doing that, I do want to go ahead. We only have 3 things that we are giving away this week. I originally was going to do week 2 and 3 because Crashly has been so very generous. So we actually have 2 $15 gift cards. So I'm going to do one this week and I'm going to do one week 3. And then we have a $25 gift card for the grand prize from Crafts with Crashly. So we greatly appreciate that. So
Yeah.
we have for this week, actually we have 4 things. I lied. I said the wrong thing. We have 4 things. We have a $15 gift card from Craftspirations. We have a $15 gift card from Crafts with Crashly. Alyssa, who is the best mod in the world that I've seen, who can get all these things put up there. She actually has, if I'm correct, there's 4 different paintings that she is being very generous to donate for prizes. So the first one we're going to give away is Lazy Day. I hope that was the one that I had told you, Alyssa, on the phone. And then, of course, we have the $50 gift card from DAC because they did give us 5 so that we have 1 for each week plus 1 for the grand prize.
And I got to thank Diamond Art Club for supporting these lives. They're just amazing with what they do.
They really are. And of course, we got to have our Spanglers, and they do such a good job with your stuff.
And I'm sure everyone saw my Autumn Magic piece was released this week. That would be the last of the seasonal houses.
I know. I'm like, why do they have to? I mean, I'm glad they came out with it. Please do not get me wrong. I'm glad they came out with it. I just wished that they had come out with it next week. So hopefully it will still be there.
Yeah.
Come next week. I was like, no, 1 more week. Give me 1 more week.
I did not look to see what size they released it as. But those originally are large paintings to begin with and with a lot of details. So it must be a pretty good size piece.
Oh, wow. Eileen says that you are her favorite artist ever, and her house is covered in your work and the coloring books, loves the coloring books. She even has the bathroom stuff in her bathroom.
Oh, thank you.
So they told us. So, okay, it is a 69.9 centimeter by 119.7 centimeter. I don't know what that is in inches without it being in front of me, but it's large.
It sounds like it.
It's a big painting for us. If we go over 100 on any dimension, that becomes a big boy.
Okay. Okay. Well, it's a very detailed, and I'm anxious to see one of them finished because the colors in that piece are so spectacular.
You guys, a lot of people did buy the house. Yeah, y'all all don't go buy everything. Don't go buy it all. I gotta have one. No, it's okay. I get it. I will sign up if it goes away, because I would love for it to sell out so that Randall gets that. Absolutely. So Michelle says Dragling's on vacation. Paris, London would be amazing to see as well.
Okay, now that's a good idea because I've never been to Europe, and I've always wanted to go to Paris. And that could be a tax deduction, couldn't it? If I went there to look at Paris so I can paint it.
There you go.
Would that work?
That's right. It would be a business trip, Randall. It would be tax deductible. It's a business trip.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes. I wish I could drive there rather than fly. I'm not a big fan of flying, so that's another reason I haven't done that. But
oh, I have flown because there was no other way to get to Ireland without flying. So and of course we caught like 5 different flights. Oh, goodness gracious, just to get there. But it was interesting. All right, so I want to go ahead and get these out of the way because I can't believe we only have 9 minutes left. Like
it's amazing.
It kills me how fast it goes.
I feel like I've hardly done anything here.
No, you've actually, I mean, we've already got the jackets coming together. So
yeah.
You have.
Yeah, and a lot of great ideas. I got to get the title of the place on here. I got to get the cookies.
The handcuffs.
Yes, the handcuffs. Yes, I'll get that in here too. I think they're just going to have to hang off over here somewhere.
Okay, so the total number that we're pulling from is 254.
Okay.
So we're going to start with the Craftspirations $15 gift card.
Okay. Let's start way down at the bottom. Number 3.
Number 3. Okay. Number 3 is Joan Clark. Joan Clark. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Joan.
Let me copy in and then paste. All right. So I don't know if she's in the chat or not. I haven't seen if Joan's in there, but congratulations. So the next one, Joan is, yay!
Hey, congratulations, Joan.
So any of the winners, y'all, please contact me through either email or messenger. So Joan, I am going to need your email address so that I can send that out to Natalia so that she'll be able to get that for you. All right, so the next prize is a $15 gift card, and I do have the code for this, so I just need you to contact me, whoever it is. Crafts with Crashly, a $15 gift card. Y'all could go get y'all some Spangler.
Okay.
Release papers.
Let's go with 87.
87. Okay, let's go down to 87.
I'm doing a little bit of a very dark blue on top of this, and I lighten it as I go up.
87, and because of where she's at, I have no idea if she is on here or not, but Pauline Van Boozet. I never say her last name. She's doing both CrossFit and
I'm thinking, if I can remember correctly, she may be Netherlands. Possibly.
So congratulations, Pauline.
Yes. Congratulations, Pauline.
All right, our next
idea what time it is over there, but
yeah, it's probably late. I would imagine.
Yeah.
All right, so the next one is for the Lazy Day painting.
Is this a print or is it a diamond?
No, it's a diamond painting. Alyssa is being kind enough to give away this diamond painting.
And is it completed?
No, they get to do
Oh,
it
they get to
themselves.
do it. Okay, okay, okay. I wasn't quite sure what you were.
No, you're fine. It's just so that some people don't have like, not everybody has all of the paintings, and so
Right, right.
uh, some people
Oh,
usually
I
like
need.
to donate one so people can get one.
Okay, that would be number 132.
132. Okay, 132 is Ellen Stam, Stam. I hope I didn't butcher that one. And it is Alyssa says it is a brand new sealed kit for Lazy Day. So Ellen Stam. Now for Ellen, I'm going to need not only your email address, but your physical address as well, so that I can get that to Alyssa. And I just lost my thing. Here it is. To get it to her. So congratulations, Ellen. I don't know if Ellen is in the chat. Ellen, are you in the chat? Because I didn't see. I was looking away. Um, so I know Pauline, like I said, is not, because I know she's in another, but I don't think Ellen's in here. But let's go ahead. Our last one for tonight, the biggie, the $50 DAC gift card.
Yes, yes. Oh, you need a number. I'm sitting here waiting for you to announce who it is. Okay, we are. Oh gosh, so you said 254. I'm going to jump all the way up over 200 on this, and let's do 220, 223.
223. 223 is Shonda Parker. Shonda Parker. I definitely need your Shonda, I definitely need your email address, specifically the one you used for the AC. So congratulations, Shonda.
Yes,
And
congratulations.
Ellen and Pauline and Joan. So congratulations, winners, and thank you so much, sponsors, for doing this. I am saving my progress. And yes, before anybody asks, I will make sure that I post the winners in the I will make sure that I post the winners in the Facebook group. Hopefully I can get it tonight in there, so that if they have missed the live, they can know that they won, to contact me. So let me put you back where they can see that better. Hold on. Here we go. Oh, look at them.
So it's getting there. Oh, my lighting here is kind of odd. So I can brighten it up a little bit. I have lighting down on with my work table, but up on the piece, he's holding it here. Anyway, you can start to get the feel for it. And each one, you can see how the edges of this one, the one in the middle, Rupert, it's a little bit of definition there between him and the one behind him. And there will be a lot more. There'll be distinctive definition along the edges there, so they'll kind of won't mush together like they are at the moment.
Let me put this back. Well, guys, I can't believe that, like, these lives go so quickly. We've got about less than 2 minutes, but I just want to take the opportunity, number one, to say thank you guys so much for everybody that comes in and supports Randall, and which of course is the entire reason why we do these events, is because we want to support Randall. He's my favorite artist, and I just want to be able to see all the love and support given to Randall, because it means a lot, and these precious little draglings. But remember, this is what kills me, is that even if you are not a dragon or dragling fan, he doesn't just draw draglings, because he also has cats and dogs.
I do quite a bit of cat things. Diamond Art Club hasn't released a cat piece in quite a while.
Actually, no,
a lot more dragons than
they just released the latest one. Actually, was not too long ago. They released, and a lot of people are doing it in this event, The I'm not fat, I'm fluffy.
Oh, yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I have had the kitties like that.
Well, we had, because that one, and I think there was also during like somewhere close to November, I think they had catfishing, which
Oh,
was
yeah.
so
Yes.
precious. That was
Yes.
so precious.
Cats and dragons. Yes.
Yeah, we keep hoping at some point. I don't care how big they got to make it. At some point, I want one of the libraries. I want.
Okay, that'll be interesting. They might, I'll have to talk to them about that. They might be able to uh, edit it. I mean, crop out a section of it that'll still have the feeling of the library and a lot of the detail, but not be quite as overwhelming. These libraries, thousands of little books in there, and different colors and all of these things, and the diamond painting would probably have to be, I don't know, 8 by 10 foot or something,
I don't know. I'd be willing to work on it to get one of them libraries. I really would. And and there's so many, or like, and I love your houses, and not just I mean, I love the one now that we have all four, plus the Halloween house, so 5. But you have some of the other little houses that are absolutely adorable.
Yes, the mushroom.
And
I've got a variety of those too. Yes.
so, but thank you guys for coming and supporting Randall. Thank you, Randall, for always coming on and letting us watch you work and talking to us, and even allowing us as part of the process, getting to help
Oh,
give
yeah.
you suggestions.
It really
So,
helped. Lots of good ideas there. Yes, yes. For this, it
hey,
helps.
that's a good idea. If you do talk to DAC, they could, in order to get your libraries where it would be feasible, they could do them as panels. Like you've ever
Oh,
seen those like triptychs
yeah,
where.
yeah. Well, that would be an interesting thought. Yes, I had never occurred to that, but that would be an interesting thought. Yes,
That would be. So I know Randall
they
can
could
draw
do.
anything.
They could possibly do sections. I know, as you know, people can do cross stitch here also, and Heaven and Earth Designs carries all my artwork as cross stitch. And they have done that on a few pieces, some of the houses, and I forget exactly what they call them, but they have kind of cut a middle section out of one of the houses to make a smaller, maybe less time consuming piece to finish. And Diamond Art Club, that's a possibility. I'll have to talk to them about that.
Jill says she's done the Black Lab cross stitch panel. I'm not sure what that one is, but I think it would be pretty neat, because a lot of people we'd buy the panels. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure. Oh, thank you, Lauren. You are so sweet. She said, "Don't forget to like and subscribe." But yeah, I want you want to make sure that you don't miss out on these lives. Now, if something happens, guys, and you are in a time zone, or something happens and you can't make it to the live, you can always be a part of the replay crew. You won't be able to interact with the chat, here, but you can at least see what he's been working on and doing. But I thank you guys so much for coming and supporting Randall and supporting this event, and just having a blast with your
Yes.
draglings, because
Yes.
I know I have loved seeing what you guys are working on. I've been loving the coloring books. We do have a child that is doing another coloring, which we love seeing kids participate in this as well, guys. We do. So thank you guys. And I do have post week 2 up, so you can put your progress. That goes all the way until Saturday at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right. Well, thank you guys. I'm going to leave you like I always do. Reach for the stars, grab hold on, and never let go. Until the next time. Bye, guys.
I can't stop drawing. I'm sitting here drawing while she's talking. Goodbye, everybody.